SABC News reporter Vusi Khumalo joins us now live to give us a sense of this development. Vusi, a very good morning to you. Mtungwa, has the minister arrived yet?
Yes, good morning. What I can tell you that the minister has not arrived yet. We have only seen the personnel members from the delegation of the provincial MEC KwaZulu-Natal who have arrived here, but we are told that currently they are still locked in a meeting just nearby this area of Brettonwood at Umbilo area. Well, we are here at Brettonwood High School. This is a school which is also one of the more than 630 schools in KwaZulu-Natal that were affected by the floods last week. As you remember that most of the schools in KwaZulu-Natal were damaged. Some of them are not accessible. 101 of them are not accessible, even though there are some schools of which that were partially destroyed. Some of the learners, we have seen them on the roads today going to their schools, attending their schools. But with us here are some of the educators and learners, and also some community members from nearby Umbilo, and also the parents who have come here to ensure that they do clean up, and because the mop-up operations have already begun, so they're trying to ensure that perhaps by the end of this week the school will be already to the school children will be able to learn and study this, even though the environment at the moment is not conducive for them to have classes. With me are some of the educators as well as learners who are here. You are doing mop-up operations. Let me welcome you, sir. You said that you are an educator, but we can see that at the moment you are not doing what you know best. You are currently, cleaning up here in this area of, at the school, at your school.
Yes, my name is Alex Mensah. I'm a life science educator and also an educator for natural science. So as you can see, all our state-of-the-art laboratory equipment have either been washed away or the rain damage because of the recent floods. And we're trying to salvage what we can, but it's not going to be easy. We need substantial assistance from the government and from other institutions, because it's difficult teaching science without equipment, without models, without charts, and so on. And these are items which have been collected over the years, and everything is gone.
How will this impact on the teaching and learning?
Like I said, it's not going to be easy. We'll be sourcing material from internet, but we definitely need assistance. It's not going to be easy teaching learners without equipment. We need to do experiments. We need to show them some models, and we need assistance definitely.
Okay. As I'm stepping on my right here, as you can see, Vusi Khumalo is showing you the kind of situation that we're finding ourselves in. As you can see, that the place is very muddy. Even the sports field is not even accessible. These are the classrooms of the learners. I must also point out that this is a pride of Durban. When it comes to the education, from 2019, the matric results here at this school were 91%, and also in 2020, the matric results were 96%. So this is really a pride of Durban when you talk about education matters in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. I remember that last time we were here, the MEC invited us to this school because it was one of the best performing schools here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Let's talk to some of the learners who are here to clean up as well. If I may please have your full names and also perhaps which grade are you doing?
I'm Atlelu Tuli and I'm in grade 12, 12C.
Okay. We know that you haven't been at school due to the floods. How has that impacted you psychologically?
I think it has a bad impact on us because we're not learning right now, but the school has tried by all means, because we do have online lessons.
How are those online lessons going?
They're not really helping because we can't see the teacher physically, so they can't really explain on what we need to learn. So it's not good for most of us.
Tell us about your cleaning campaign that you have embarked on today.
My name is Farid Twailu. I'm in grade 12. I'm a matriculant here at Brettonwood High School. So far, the cleaning, I believe it has started last week, and so far I see that, like, from what we saw, like, after the disaster and what we're seeing today, there has been a lot of improvements, which means the cleaning is actually happening and it is working. So I'm actually quite happy that the cleaning is actually going faster than I expected it, because from what we had seen from the pictures that were going through in our school groups, it looked very terrible and very scary. But from what I'm seeing today, I can see that the cleaning is actually, it is working, and I'm proud to say that we might be back at school sooner than possible.
Okay, let me get back to you now. How is the situation like at home before we're going to talk about the school matters?
My full name is Avila Jordana, and the situation at home is good, but we didn't have water for the past 3 days, and that is very bad.
And in terms of the schooling here, because we are not even wearing your school uniform, how will this impact you? Especially, I don't know whether you said you're doing grade 12.
Yes.
Yes. How will that impact you? Because you're about to write your mid-year exams.
Yeah, we are about to write our mid-year exams very soon, and we are confused on what is going on, and the online lessons are not helping most of us because we need to see the teachers physically for us to understand the work.
Okay. Now that the education authorities, the MEC is coming here, and also the Minister of Education Angie Motshekga, they are all coming here. What sort of advice can you give them so that they can be able to, to give you that kind of assistance that you need in order for you to write the exams in a very conducive environment?
For them to help us get new desks, because these desks literally came in like sometime last year, October, and they are new desks, and for us to see them destroyed like this, it breaks our hearts.
Our cabinets also.
Yeah.
Our books, some of us have had left books at the school, so our notes are destroyed, everything is just destroyed. We also need some cabinets and some boards also.
Yeah, someone was telling me, one of the matric learners was telling me about their projects that were left here at the school. How is this situation going in your case?
Yeah, some students did have like projects that were actually due in these weeks that were not attending. So now that those projects have been destroyed, I'm not really sure how we're going to be able to move forward with the situation.
Okay. Yes, that's still going on here with some of the learners saying that they are worried about the mid-year exams, of which they are fast approaching. The thing is they do not have a place or a conducive environment that they can learn here. But we are told that the MEC as well as the Minister of Education Angie Motshekga, they are on their way here to come and assess this area, because the impact is very huge. It seems like the school was built in a very low-lying area. As you can see, the impacts and the damage that is widespread in this area of Ambilo in Durban. I must say that this is a 56-year-old school built in 1966, and it has become the pride of Durban, as I alluded earlier about the matric results, which have been hovering around 90%, of which that's the best performing schools around Durban. With that said, this back to you for now.
Of course, we'll try to take you back there as soon as the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, arrives.